The company's called On the Run, and we've been going for about 2 to 3 years, and So It Goes is our first production. So It Goes is an autobiographical show about my dad. When I was 17, my dad died, sadly. He had cancer for about 6 years. For a long time, I felt that I couldn't speak about it. On the Run is a company which uses devising and improvising to make their work. We're very inspired by Lecoq and the Lecoq pedagogy. David trained at the Lecoq school in Paris, and that really influences our work. So our work is quite imaginative and playful. There's definitely an emphasis on not necessarily relying on the spoken word, but using sort of physicality, mime. Although So It Goes is an autobiographical show, I think actually it taps into something which is universal. Everyone knows someone who's died or knows a friend who's suffered from bereavement, and it is something I think that as humans we all go through. So hopefully anyone can watch it and find something in it that they recognise or that they relate to. David and I knew each other from Fringe Theatre a couple of years ago, and we collaborated together after we went to Edinburgh in 2012. I was really inspired by a show by Ontrud Good, in which a girl wrote solely on a chalkboard that was laid out underneath her. And the theme was all the things that she felt were wrong with the world. And so she sort of did this huge spider diagram with everything she could think of which she felt was like an issue with the world. But there was something about watching her draw the words and the letters that was completely mesmerising. And I absolutely loved watching it. And watching her write suddenly clicked with my own feelings of difficulty in saying things, and I really wanted to use that technique to talk about my dad. And I sort of had this idea for So It Goes, and I shared it with David, and he said, "Fantastic, let's make the show." We've had some amazing feedback, and audiences have really stepped forward and shared stuff with me. So in Edinburgh at the festival, we'd end the show and then there'd be people queuing up to speak to me, so people wouldn't leave. And they'd come to speak to me and share stuff with me that, I mean, yeah, it was amazing, and I felt like really touched that they felt comfortable enough to come and tell me these deep things. And throughout our tour, we're touring at the moment, and we keep getting emails from people who really, really have connected with it. I think that's something our company is really fascinated with, the sort of internal life that you have, or the feelings that you have, and then the choice to show certain elements of that and not show others. That's definitely something that our company are fascinated by and that influences a lot of our work. You told me you were drowning. I will not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend. It's definitely got a very positive message that although it's sad to lose someone, ultimately coming to terms with it, life goes on, and and that positive message about things carry on, and although you lose them and you miss them, they were still a good part of your life, and there's a place for them in your heart.